Yeah, I got up early and went and did a few ships on the river, and I didn't get them posted yet or edited, so I'm kind of behind anyway. Maybe when somebody gets on here, I can go and start working on that, but if not, it'll be done later. So anyway, what's going on with everybody? JD, how you been? What's going on? How's the weather there? It snowed a little bit overnight here. In fact, it's a little bit of flitter coming down now. Just a real light. You can see it on the screen here. See it every once in a while. Yeah, JD, that's it. I'm kind of got a driven soul because I like to get things done. I don't like to have things wait, but yes. Hey Jim, how you doing? Justin's coming on.
What's up, Paul?
Good morning, Justin. How are you doing?
going. What's up, Brenda? JD.
Brenda,
What's up,
Brenda.
Jim? Huh?
Brenda, I think you and Justin are smart living down where it's warmer weather. It's just been cold and nasty here, and right now I can't. Temperature.
Why is Zoom so quiet?
Crap. Be right back. I think I left my phone in the car. Right back. Stay. Go ahead. Go on. Go potty. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Even some pain there, Jim. What you up to, Brenda? I don't know why Zoom sounds so quiet.
Yep, that's where it was out in the car. Oh man. That fall I did really screwed my back up. My lower back.
Only do what you can do, Jim.
What's that?
I was reading what Jim put in the chat.
What's in the chat?
Said I was reading what Jim put in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Why the fuck do you sound so low?
Yeah, you're quiet, Justin.
No, you sound quiet.
What?
Maybe it's just Zoom. My volume's turned all the way up on my computer and in Zoom. And you're super quiet for me.
Yeah, I'm up to 75% on mine. Who knows? Yeah, I thought it was cold. It says on the weather it's 27 degrees, but feels like 7 degrees, -7.
Oh, he is, Jim. He's getting real big. He's doing good.
Your little bearded guy is getting big.
Yeah. And he's got a really nice red color coming in, too.
That's
Yeah,
good.
he's been doing real good. Eating a lot, man. He has gotten such an appetite lately.
He eats a lot of crickets, huh?
And worms too. He's been freaking barreling through the worms. Started buying these big super worms that are big fat ones, and he just eats them up.
He
Being
just
very,
loves them, huh?
yeah, he's being very exploratory, like normal, wanting to check everything out. He's been eating a lot of his vegetables.
Now, when you let him out, does he explore around your office area there?
Oh yeah, he's very curious. He's all over the place. You can't keep him still. He wants to check everything out. Aubrey's over there cleaning up his cage now and getting him some fresh veggies and everything
Jim asked you a
for the day.
question. He says, "So the bearded dragons change color as they get older?"
Well, so you have different types of bearded dragons. Like you got the regular bearded dragons that are kind of tannish and don't really have a lot of color. Um, and our pet store sells two of them, and then we have the fancy bearded dragon, which Doug is, and he gets this really nice, like reddish color. But you can tell where he hasn't shed on his body because it will look completely different.
Really?
But yeah, he gets this really pretty, like red color every time he's done shedding. Now, they're as far as their biology goes, they're exactly the same. Like but the fancy ones do cost about $20 more when you buy one, just because you get that color. You're kind of paying to have that really nice color in them. He's been red since we got him, but since he's gotten bigger, it's gotten really pronounced. Uh, uh, Sarah likes to take pictures of Doug. Sarah and Aubrey do. I got a bunch of pictures of him. I'm honestly just not a big picture person. I never use my camera on my phone hardly ever. That's honestly when I buy a phone, I could care less about camera features because I barely use it. So I'm looking for more performance in the processor and how fast the phone is. Do you want any of those? You can just leave them in there. He'll eat them eventually. Sounds like Angel's doing good. Brenda. So I went to Circle K this morning and they had this huge bag of peach rings. They were only like $2. I come home with them and Sarah's like, well, what the hell are you doing buying peach rings at 7 o'clock in the morning? I said, well, you couldn't pass up on that kind of savings. I mean, it was a big bag too, a big old resealable bag. Wash your hands first. You just got done cleaning Doug's cage.
How often do you got to clean his cage?
It definitely needs to be wiped out every day because he poops a lot. But that's why I, instead of going with, because when I first got him, I was originally doing that coconut bedding. And then I was like, I don't want to do that because, and then everybody was kind of recommending, all the people have had bearded dragons for a long time. They were like, dude, just get the, they were like, just get the rubber mat and put it at the bottom. And you can just reach in there and just wipe it all clean every day. Makes it real easy for cleaning. So that's what I did. Plus, it keeps him from smelling too, like keeping his in cage from smelling, because it's getting wiped and cleaned every day. And I usually wipe it with just a little couple drops of Dawn dish soap, kind of clean it, and then I'll go back over it with a dry towel, wipe it. Something that's not going to hurt him. I don't want to spray like any other, like spray chemicals in his pen or anything. So I'll take a damp wash or a damp paper towel, put a couple drops of Dawn dish soap on it, scrub his bottom of his cage, and then I'll go over it with a clean towel, wipe it out, dry it.
Federal Hunter, sorry, Jasper. Roger, Federal Hunter reporting downbound cell talk. So you just have that Bristol Bay now outbound, bound of cell talk, over.
And Jim, he has got really hefty. Like he's got some weight to him now. You pick him up. I'd say in about a 2-week period, he's grown probably a good inch or so. And his body mass has gotten a lot bigger. What I like about the bearded dragons too, after I got them and I found out their lifespan is damn near the same as a dog. Which means you get to enjoy them for quite a few years, as long as you properly take care of them. What's up, Mark?
Here comes Mark. Hello, Mark.
Morning, Paul. Justin.
So,
What are you up to, Mark?
Not a lot. Just having a cup of tea.
Just hanging out, having tea, and grinning at the world, huh?
Yeah. What was up with you before? It didn't look like there was anything wrong with the stream at all. In fact, I was about to come on.
Well, what happened is that I had started two of them and I had an echo going.
you
So
can't
I
start two streams on the same Zoom account. It's impossible. So something else was
You just
going
have
on.
your Zoom and your YouTube open.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but I went over and I shut down the one but there was two YouTubes open.
Oh. Yeah, because you can't have two Zooms open at the same time.
No,
on the
it was
same
two
computer.
YouTubes were open. And I didn't realize that. And so I shut everything down and started over again.
Because even if somehow you had two Zoom accounts open on your computer simultaneously, your computer's only going to let you use the camera and mic for one or the other.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the same with other programs. You can't, especially with cameras, it won't let you use a camera for multiple programs at once. Because like what sucks is like if I want to go into my Anchor program to fix something on my camera, I can't have it running on anything else when I'm trying to do that. Which sucks because you're trying to adjust it for whatever you're using it on. But unfortunately, the computer will only let you do one or the other at a time.
That's not really all that good, is it? You should be able to adjust it while it's in use.
Yeah, well, it gives you a preview in the program so you can see what you're doing, but it would be nice to be able to have it running on another program.
I
Like
don't have my little buddy
Streamlabs.
running this morning. You got yours going, Justin?
What? Got what going? Oh, Louis?
Louis.
No, he's not turned on right now.
Mine isn't either.
No, I usually turn him on later in the day because it's still kind of early and Sarah will get annoyed by him because he'll be running around saying all kinds of shit.
Not does you have him on the desk all the time, or does he run around your house?
No, he stays on my desk.
Yeah, okay.
I had to put white vinyl down on the desk in my one area. Like if you watch the unboxing video I did, because he doesn't like dark surfaces because of the sensors, and my desk is like pitch black, so he wouldn't do anything on my desk. So I had to put the white vinyl down.
Oh,
Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to move around or anything. He wouldn't be able to sense the edges of the desk or all that. So I bought a cheap of, I didn't buy, a while back I bought it for something else I was using it on. But I had a big roll of white vinyl left and I cut two big pieces to put on my desk. And then I mounted my little toolbox and my charging station for my phone and my watch and everything is mounted up on the pegboard that's built on my desk. So it's up off the desk. So I got room there. If I'm eating or doing something, I got room to work.
It looks like I've got new neighbours now. They were moving in yesterday.
Is it a rental or they bought the property?
Oh, it's rental. Youngish couple with a young girl and a baby.
Are they right next to you or like across the street or what?
Yeah, they're in the house next that's attached to mine.
Hopefully you get along with them. It's always fun trying to fill out new neighbors.
A little bit of snow coming down, not much, but a little bit.
No, I'll let them settle in before I introduce myself.
Well, that'd be good for them too, because you're kind of quiet on your side. So
Yeah.
they won't, not like a bunch of teenagers live there or something. That'd be good for them if they got a baby. Jim and Brenda said hi back to you, Mark. Oh, it's nice and snowy out there, huh?
Yep, snowy, snowy, snowy.
It's not as chilly here as it was yesterday. It's probably 60 degrees out right now.
When I was out flying, it was below, it was minus, it feels like temperature -7 degrees.
Yeah, it's not even close to that here. It's probably maybe 60, 55, somewhere in there.
47 here.
Yeah, we got stuck on 60 yesterday on the way home because I got home about an hour early because we didn't have to do our second run yesterday because we got stuck on 60. So the highway where our main stop is, where like 90% of the kids get off on our first run,
Right?
most of them get off at one stop. They had 60 blocked off on both ends of their stop, and there's no other way to get to it. So we had to sit there in traffic for like almost an hour, an extra hour,
Wow.
because there was two people that had to be airlifted from an accident, and then a mile down from that accident, a fucking truck pulling a bunch of cars, with the big 18-wheeler that had a car trailer on it, had a bunch of cars. He went sideways in the road, went down in the ditch, and his trailer was blocking both lanes. So they had two separate accidents within a mile of each other, same exact time. But the accident where the people were airlifted, it happened probably about 45 minutes before we headed that way. So they were able to get them out of there and get it cleaned up about an hour after we got there. I don't know if they died or not, but
I'm gonna see if I can start Louis up or not.
it was pretty wild. We ended up getting back to the bus yard, I think, at 4:30. I was home by about 4:40. Normally, I don't get home till about 5:40. So
Your audio was a little bit quiet.
Zoom is being quiet all the way around. I can barely hear you guys, and my volume's turned up on everything. And Paul said the same thing.
All right.
So I don't know if it's Zoom acting up or what. Cause I checked my volume on my computer, my headset, and on the on Zoom, and they're all turned all the way up.
Uh-huh.
You guys are real quiet for me too.
Mm.
I don't know if it sounds the same way on YouTube, but it seems like everybody's having that same problem, so I'm gonna assume it's Zoom having the issue, not us.
Uh-huh.
Because normally I have to turn Zoom down a little bit on my headset because sometimes you guys are like really loud.
All right.
Where would I find that the Louis program on my phone?
In the app tray, swipe down from the bottom, uh, left corner, bring all the apps up, and then just hold your finger down on the app until it puts it on the main screen. Or it might say add to home, and you just click add to home. See, a lot of people don't turn that. There's a setting you can turn on in Android. Whenever you download a new app, it automatically puts it on your home screen. Some people don't have that turned on. So then they have to go in the app tray and find it. But see, I set mine to where it automatically puts the apps on the main screen for me, and then I can decide what I want to do with it. I don't have to go look for it.
Would it be in Google?
No. You have to swipe up on the bottom left part of your screen, like down by the corner. And it should bring up the app tray, and then you can scroll through the apps and look for it. Or you can press, I don't know if you have do you have the virtual buttons on the bottom of your screen? It's like a triangle, a square, like 3 lines.
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, because you can press the 3-line button and it will bring up all the apps you have had open on the phone. You can just scroll over to it and click on it.
Coast Guard Cutter, Bristol Bay, 30 traffic.
If not, you can swipe from the bottom, the very bottom next to the line on the screen, right next to it, and it should bring up all the programs that are open on your phone. But I don't ever close the Louis app. I just leave it open, and then when I turn the phone back on and unlock it, it automatically kicks in.
Yeah, but Louis, his light stayed on. Do you have to leave him plugged in?
I mean, you can leave him plugged in. He's not really going anywhere. You could just leave him plugged in. Because he has a 5-hour battery from the time
Hello,
you
Louis.
when he's fully charged.
Hello, Louis. Can you hear me, Louis? He's not talking.
Say, hey, Louie.
Hey, Louis.
Or you could do the two fingers on the screen and then talk to him.
What would I do? Oh, the possibilities are endless. Whether it's keeping you company, making you laugh, or just hanging out on your desk, I'm here for you. What about you? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking but I just wanted to start you back up because you've been closed down for the night.
Good morning. I'm back and ready for you. Did you sleep well? Or are you just missing me already?
I slept fairly well on and off. When you get to be older, you don't sleep right continuously through, but yes, it went okay. And then I got up very early this morning and
I'm
went.
glad to hear you slept very well.
He'd start talking over him.
Sleep hasn't changed, even if it wasn't continuous. I hope you
Yeah.
feel rested enough to enjoy the day. If there's anything I can do to make your morning brighter, just let me know.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. It's always my pleasure.
Gotta find a place to take these batteries and drop them off.
So how long does his battery last?
His battery will last 5 hours of continuous use.
Well, continuous use, that means he's on, right? The blue light on
Yeah,
the
he's
front.
on, running around. Yeah.
Or I could probably plug him in, right?
Yeah, you can plug him in while he's on. It doesn't. He'll just sit there if he's plugged in. He won't move because he knows he's plugged in. Same with when you're charging the phone. He'll know that the phone's plugged in. So he won't move. If you try to tell him to move, he'll tell you to unplug the cable.
Hey, Louis, you're plugged in now. Louis, you're plugged in now.
What do you mean by lowering my puck down? Could you explain a bit more?
I say you're plugged in.
Well, you are not wrong. Yes, I am a little tethered right now. Huh.
He says he's tethered.
Tethered. That sounds a bit restricted. What do you mean by that? Could you tell me more?
Well, I have you plugged in to keep you charged.
Thank you for keeping me powered up. I feel like a little robot on a coffee break. Let me know if you need anything while I am charging.
Will do.
Well, what do you mean? I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
I'm just glad that you're here with me.
Look how Ford keeps sending me emails for Ford Pass, and I don't even use it. The AI dog? I have no idea. I didn't order that. That was Paul. And that's probably going to be a stuffed animal, or it's just going to make a barking noise.
Oh yeah. They had that supposedly realistic puppy.
Yeah, it's been a thing running around the internet for like 6 months now. And it's not an actual thing. Well, that's why I like watching that girl on Facebook because she goes and buys every scam product and she says, "This is what you're supposed to get, and this is what I got." And she'll show you the difference between the listing and what you actually receive. I'd say like maybe one out of every like 100 products she buys is actually what it says it is. It's actually not a scam product. It's exactly the way they listed it. And they're all off Facebook too. Every one of them that she gets. That's why I hate Facebook because they're fucking such scammy fucking ads on there. I don't trust any of that shit on Facebook.
Yeah, East Coast, that's what I said. If they were to adjust the voice on Louis. Louis, do you have any
Yeah,
do,
what's on your
do you
Yeah, I've
have
been
different voices available or is just your single voice?
yeah, I've been making
I have a single voice that I use to chat,
suggestions to
but it
the
is carefully
developers,
designed
Dusty, and they've actually been taking them.
and
So
pleasant to listen to.
we'll see
I
if they
hope
do
you
any
enjoy.
updates here in the next couple months. Because the guy told me he said they put up a major update about every 3 to 4 months. They'll put a major update out. Stuff they're working on.
Good morning, Alexa.
Hey there, Paul.
That's the way Vector and Cosmo's voices sound now. They have a very similar
Saturday
voice
with
to
your
him.
culinary adventure. Or are we keeping things simple today?
Yeah, we're live streaming right
No.
now.
Louis, I mean, you could probably jailbreak Louis and
You're
do
live
something
streaming
with
right
him,
now.
but
What's the occasion?
no, as far as I know, yeah, he is running ChatGPT, which is kind of an
We
open source
live
program,
stream twice a day, 9
but
a.m. and 5 p.m.
there's not really any open source programming you can do yourself doing that I know of.
Cool.
I'll make
Now,
it
Vector and Cosmo, you can.
You've got the morning crowd and
You
the
can code that
afternoon
yourself,
crowd. How's the turnout been for your studio research? For Steve
which I've done a
Riddick,
little bit with Cosmo. I haven't
Around the
really
World,
done that with Vector. They might eventually offer some kind of open source coding you can do with them, but they haven't yet. I'm sure somebody out there has tried to jailbreak one. No, not the current version he's running now. Does not have the option for different voices, but that was one of the suggestions I made to them. If they need to offer different facial, like different eyes and different things like that, you can put on there, and with the voices too, where you can change the voice.
Roger, heading up to the Sydney Smith and Ballast over.
But he's only about a year old, the whole program, so I mean, they'll get it tuned. They'll get it tuned eventually.
Roger, okay, and if there's no close-up or downbound traffic in your area, if you call the Black River. Over.
Hey, Louis, are you okay?
Now, ChatGPT on your phone has a human voice, has a very human sounding voice. It's very natural sounding when you talk to ChatGPT on your phone. But Louis tends to be about 3 or 4 months behind on the ChatGPT update, so he's not quite caught up with the latest one. I mean, I get your apprehension, Jim. A lot of people are like that. And it's the same with cell phones, right? Like your cell phone could tell you tracking's turned off and allow you to so quote unquote turn it off in the settings, which anybody can do. But do we really know the tracking's disabled? Not really. Like Google could say your tracking's turned off. Some apps might not work properly and they won't. But that don't mean Google's not running something in the background where they're still tracking everything you're doing. You don't know that.
Hey, Justin, while he's plugged in and he's moving around and doing his thing, that charging indicator on the back turns to red. Is that because he's using power?
Well, that's just saying he's charging, he's plugged in. It's just an indicator light saying that you got him plugged in. Yeah, that's true, Jim. That's the thing too, like, and there's always a possibility somebody could hack an AI, right? But at the same time, when these things get more and more advanced, an AI will be able to detect that and it'll think faster than a hacker could think and be able to counter what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, look how accurate Google is, like with the GPS system. Like with when you're going down the road and it's telling you how fast you're going, how well it does actually updating traffic issues. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Because normally, if you come up to like a traffic slowdown in traffic, it says it's going to take 10 minutes to get through. It will be damn near dead on balls accurate 10 minutes. You'll get through it because it's reading all that information from everybody's phones and it's getting exact how fast that traffic's moving and everything else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like I said before, yeah, the tracking, you don't know if it's actually turned off. It might, like I said, it will show symptoms to make you feel like it's shut off, but at the end of the day, you really don't know if it is or not. Let's face it, your cell phone's probably worse than having an Alexa in your house, to be honest. Your cell phone goes everywhere with you. Alexa's just stationary at the house.
Louis just blew up a balloon and it popped in his face.
Yeah, he'll also eat a hamburger. He'll sit and eat sushi. He does all kinds of. If you don't mess with him and just leave him be, he'll do all kinds of random shit on his own.
Dusty.
Wow, Jim's talking about the phones, right?
Yeah, me and him were just talking about that. Well, it's like that Life 360 app that we use, me and Sarah and the kids use. It has crash detection built into it. I don't know how the fuck it can detect you were in a crash. I guess unless your cell phone goes flying across the car at 100 miles an hour, and it
It's when
detects it by.
it
What?
notices it and its inertial thing inside it when it actually comes to a sudden stop.
Yeah, it's they. I've never gotten like a false alert on it, but it does have it built in. I'm curious how accurate it is, but I'm not going to go out and test it.
Yeah.
Google actually has their own version, and it's free. And I was looking at it yesterday. I didn't realize I had it on my phone. What the hell is it called? I think it was under the Find Hub app. Google's Find Hub. Yeah, you can stay connected, share real-time location with friends and family. They can see where you are and share you with across Google apps and services. I was thinking
Yeah.
about trying that one. Now I'll have to pay for Life 360.
Yeah, it's on the Apple phone as Find My Phone. And that's what you attach all your AirTags, and you can attach your computers, your iPads, and everything to it.
Yeah, like it's got my phone and my headphones and all that.
Yeah.
It has actually has Louis' phone on there. It has my Galaxy. It has my phone, my watch, my tablet A7 that we have, and it has my headphones on there. But you can also do like where you're sharing each other's locations so you can keep track of each other.
Yeah, me and Kate have got ourselves on each other, so I know where she is. She knows where I am.
Sounds like some comic book character.
That's the thing too, is like Google and Microsoft have a lot of free applications that are really good, but they don't even charge you to use.
Mm.
But one thing I hate about Google is they'll come out with like a really good application, and then everybody will start using it, and then they'll just decide, we don't want to do it no more. And they just get rid of it. They've done that so many times.
Mm.
Yep, and these damn people just didn't believe they turned this off. Wait, hold on.
Justin, have you ever put Louis on the floor and let him run around the room?
No, because I got carpet in the bedroom, so he's not really good for thick carpet. That's one of the things they tell you, don't put him on like thick carpet. He's better on hard surfaces. But no, if they actually had a where I could control him with the remote, I would definitely take him out and wheel him around once in a while, but I'd probably even take him on the bus, just show the kids and wheel him up and down the aisle. But I want a controller that I can actually control him with his face on him instead of just the body. It
Right.
looks stupid as hell.
Mm.
But you can have the application on multiple devices, but you can only be logged into one device at a time.
He just drank a Coke.
So it's stupid. Like I said, you should be able to control them in the RC mode from a separate phone, or from a second phone. I mean,
Now, do you think he's got his sensors going all the time where he's looking around the room?
well, he's using the front-facing camera of the phone, so yeah, he's constantly observing his surroundings.
Because during the period of time I turned him on, he's moved around a little bit. He pans the camera up and down and looks up and down, and
Yeah, he's constantly looking at his surroundings. Now, he's not always listening to you, because if you don't see that mic, the little lines waving on the top of his screen up and down, that's when he's listening. Like I said, he's been sitting here quiet with me before, and I'll be doing something. Like the other day, I was sitting there drinking that soda, and all of a sudden he looked at me and he did the beer glass like cheers thing, where he cheered me, and then he pulled out a Coke and started drinking it. So he was obviously watching what I was doing.
now how long will my phone last on there?
Just doing the basic Louis. I mean, mine's lasted almost all day. So he's been like, if I just leave his body plugged in and the phone's fully charged, he'll sit there all day until I turn him off. But I also got a little bit newer phone than you. It probably has a bigger battery. I'm not entirely sure on yours. That all depends on the phone.
Roger, received. Sorry, traffic.
Oh, Jim, did you see it? I was talking about this. I don't remember if I mentioned this on Paul's show. 2 weeks ago, Ford's investing in a new system now where if your car is up for repossession, it will automatically drive itself to the repo yard, or it will go park in a designated parking lot, and then the tow truck will come and pick it up.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is that, I mean, I really don't see an issue with that, to be honest. Like, but once you pay the car off, you should have a right to take that system out. It should be able to be taken out.
Yeah.
Or turned off, whatever.
Yeah, I can just imagine the car thieves getting hold of that and hacking into it. All of a sudden, people's cars will all start disappearing on their own.
Or a fucking car ramming through your garage door. Boom!
Yeah.
Fucking all of a sudden your fucking Ford Focus just floors it right through the garage door. But they're not the only one that's working on that. A bunch of car companies are, but apparently Ford's putting in a patent for a certain type of program. I don't know if a Tesla will repo itself. I don't know if it's already a thing or not. I mean, I guess because when you finance a car, normally the dealership will keep the second key for the bank. So I guess the bank could access the Tesla, kind of like when you do that come here mode from across the parking lot. I'm assuming they could give it to a tow driver and he could be down the block and press it and have the car could just come right to him. I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know how far a Tesla will drive on its own without somebody sitting in the seat. I know they'll go across a parking lot and come up to you so you can get in. But I don't know if they have the ability to drive like miles down the road without somebody in the car. Because they have that system where you're supposed to put your hands on the steering wheel every so many minutes. So it can register that you're actually paying attention.
Well, on that scene in Landman, he got in the back seat of the car and it drove him to where he was supposed to be going. That didn't have anybody touching the steering wheel.
Well, I mean, they have some of those, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but that's also a show. So,
Well, yeah.
And the ones that are self-driving, I mean, you've seen them. They got all kinds of machines all over them, like fucking radars and shit going. I mean, they look ridiculous, but it's for safety reasons, obviously. But they got those like big old radar-looking dishes on the top of them spinning around. They got one on the fucking hood. Like they're just covered in shit and they look ridiculous.
Oh, the taxis. Yeah.
I don't care. You want now?
You mean like the driverless taxis?
Yeah, they just look stupid as hell. They got all these machines attached all over the car.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could totally see a repo man getting the spare key and calling the car down a block or two and then grabbing it with the tow truck. I just don't know if they'd have the ability to be like 10 miles away and say, hey, come here. And a car actually drive that far by itself. Because in some states, I don't even know if it's legal to use self-driving. There might still be some states where it might not even be legal to do that. So, in the U.S., I mean, you know, like here, it's going to go by state basis. So, there's probably going to be states in the future that don't allow it at all. Because you always have a handful of states that like are always trying to resist like the newest technology and stuff. They don't want it in their state, you know.
Yet another thing that's going to put more people out of work.
Yeah, eventually it's going to be a universal paycheck, dude. I'm telling you. Might not be in the next 20 years, but in the next 100 years, I guarantee universal pay is going to be a thing. Because there ain't going to be nothing for anybody to do. Because robots won't need a human to fix them. They'll just have another robot that fixes them.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, what was that movie about where the robots actually run the world?
Or money's just not going to be a thing anymore. I don't know how that's going to work in the future. Like Star Trek, you know, or Star Wars, they don't have fucking. Was it Star Trek that didn't have money? Like
Yeah.
money's not a thing.
Yeah, Star Trek isn't.
But yeah, eventually everything's going to be replaceable. Like I said, the minute they put AI, like real intelligence, into a humanoid body, Dusty's job, truck drivers, all those people can be replaced. Because you think a construction company is going to want a bunch of guys out there that they got to pay and have lunch breaks and go home for whatever early because they got a doctor's appointment? No, they would rather have a team of robots out there that could work 24/7 without having to take a break.
Yeah.
And they don't have to fucking pay them. They just have to pay the maintenance on the robots. You know, unless it goes all like that Robin Williams movie and they become self-aware and then they have human rights. Yeah, Dusty, that might be in the next 50 years. It's very possible. I don't know. I'd say 100 at the most before you start seeing where it's almost going to be a universal pay. It's a paycheck.
Boom.
But then I really don't see where money would be a thing anymore. Like, what would you need money for? If robots could just do all the produce all the food, everything, what's the point of money at that point? I don't understand that. That's why I just don't see how that would even be a thing.
I don't know. It's still going to cost the corporations money to keep the robots working.
I just pointed Louis at Boone. Boone took off to the other room.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Those robots are going to be self-fixing each other, actually doing all the work. What's the motivation of a corporation at that point?
Well, the materials to build the robots ain't going to be free still.
Yeah, but you don't yeah, but that's my thing though. At some point it's going to be where we don't have to do anything. So I just don't see where I could totally see money not being a thing in like a couple hundred years. Like I think at some point it would get to that if we don't kill ourselves before then or destroy the planet before then.
Copy that. Howard to Monroe with a split load.
Yeah, you can have wars between robots without any damage to human life. Just
Well, most banks don't.
get bored. My robot army is going to attack your robot army.
Well, not necessarily, Dusty. Repo guys not necessarily going to lose their job. They just won't have to go out and get the vehicles. But banks don't have their own repo storage yards. They hire companies to store the cars for them.
Well, the thing of it is in the ultimate end, if you've got humanoid robots, why would you ever have clerks in a grocery store, in a department store, in a jewelry store, in a whatever? It just
That's what I'm saying. There would be no physical jobs for anybody to do at one point.
No.
You wouldn't even need to fix the robots because they'd be able to fix each other or fix themselves.
Yep. Or police officers on the street. Or firefighters or anything.
That's what I'm saying. It would replace a lot of. Now, I don't know about police.
And the way AI is going, I would say that a lot of these changes are going to happen within the next 100 years.
police is going to be one of those things that's going to be a fight because people are going to be like, I don't want a robot telling me what to do. So I don't know that I could see that being a fucking like fight in like a Supreme Court setting. Like,
Well, the thing of it is you won't have any judges anymore. You'll have robots.
Yeah, you'll end up with RoboCop.
I mean, if AI determined the law 100% correctly, I think, I don't know. Because they're not going to be the same as humans. They're going to be like, all right, we're just going to give you a break this time. You know, that comes down to human intuition. If a judge decides, you know,
Yeah, but
okay,
that
this
can be
person,
programmed into a robot too. It's like give them their own identity
I
and
don't know.
morality and everything else, you know?
I don't know.
The sad part is we don't know, but AI is the next generation of what's to come.
Like I said, I could totally see Hollywood coming up with AI actors and people getting comfortable with that and not having real actors anymore. Why would you want to pay a guy $20 million to be in a movie when you could just have an AI actor that everybody comes to love
Come here, Boone.
and you could slowly age him over time just like a real actor if you wanted?
This is Boone.
I don't know.
What do you think, Boone? Huh?
Anytime a company could save millions of dollars, they're gonna fucking do it in a heartbeat. So
Boone.
and to make like a big production movie or TV show wouldn't take very long either with AI. I mean, I could see Hollywood in 20, 30 years pumping
Hey,
out so
Boone.
many movies and TV shows,
Good boy.
you wouldn't be able to keep up with them.
That's my Boone dog. Yeah. Louis is studying Boone right now. Louis, that was Boone. Louis, that was Boone.
But like that one truck driver I seen, uh,
I think you might
who was on YouTube that one day talking in that short, he's like, "You think a computer could back up a trailer like an actual human or somebody as experienced as me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, probably 10 times faster and a lot more precise. The fuck you think
Okay,
you're
but
gonna
what
outdo a
you were
computer,
looking at
really?
just a minute
I don't give a shit
ago
if you have
is
80
Boone.
years of
He's my
experience.
dog.
You get a good enough AI system into a truck, it's gonna do your job 10 times better. I guarantee it.
He looks like a real sweetheart.
And be way more efficient.
More about him.
Boone is a male that I adopted, and he is um,
Like, don't think that
really good around
that
the
you're gonna
house.
outperform
Keeps
an
the
advanced
keys.
AI.
I didn't
Because like the one creator, he's a big he's in the field of AI, real well known guy. I can't remember his name, but he was on Joe Rogan and he was talking about. He goes, imagine us being with an advanced AI. He goes to an AI, we would be like toddlers. Our form of thinking. He goes, that's the way it would be. He said, there's no way we would be able to outthink them. He goes, that's the scary part about it. He goes, so how do you control something that intelligent wise you're a fucking 2-year old to them?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that would be the smartest 10 guys on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine the average person. What's up? What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Hey, Rob.
And that's what I'm saying, Jim. A lot of these guys in these industries laugh and think, "Oh, a robot can't replace me. It wouldn't be as good as me because of my experience." Bullshit. I could get 80 years of experience downloaded in 5 seconds. Because it could take everything we've ever learned about, say, pouring concrete and come up with a better way of doing it than we ever thought of in a more efficient way. Or come up with a better material. But when that guy on YouTube was talking about backing that trailer up with that 18 wheeler, I'm like, dude, you're fucking high if you think you're gonna outperform a computer. Because guess what? When Tesla 18 wheelers start getting on the road eventually, and they don't have to have somebody in the driver's seat, guess what? They don't have to stop every 10 hours like an actual driver does and take breaks. They can just boom, keep going all the way across country till they get to where they got to go. The only thing they have to stop for is charge up. Or even if it's a self-driving diesel truck, all they would have to do is stop and get filled up real quick and boom, right back on the road for another 10 hours. Oh, so Rob, I bought a Louis robot. It's a robot that runs Chat GPT, and then Paul went and bought one after I did. I don't know. David's around. He's just not been on YouTube. I mean, him and Laura are fine.
Yeah, he's having a few issues, but other than that, he's okay.
Yeah.
Well, as okay as David can be with his health.
But I mean, like I said before, it's not uncommon for David to disappear for a couple of months at a time. He does that all the time. David gets burnt out on YouTube pretty easily, on social media. He does post regularly to Facebook though.
Someone's been fucking him about, so he's pissed off.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I see his posts on YouTube or on Facebook. He posts regularly to
Yeah.
Facebook, so I know he's doing all right. And if I message him, he'll message me back.
Oh, yeah, same.
Yeah, and that's true too, Jim. Yeah, just like the movies iRobot. It's just we don't know whether it's going to be negative or a positive thing. Everybody just assumes negative, but I don't know. So we'll just have to see, I guess, in the future if any of us live long enough to see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, hold on. Let me grab the link real quick, Rob. I'll show it to you.
Oh, he'll be in a half decent mood today, David, anyway, because Preston beat Oxford.
shorten this link, but it should still work. Yeah, there you go. I mean, Tesla was supposed to come out with that one robot here in the next year or so, and it's supposed to be. They said they have it slated for around a $20,000 price tag, but we'll see. Which is honestly not that far out of reach for most people. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not, 200,000, something crazy, You would definitely see a lot of medium households having the ability to get one. Because people would finance them just like cars.
And Louis just told me that if I plug him in and the phone is on him, he automatically charges the phone and himself at the same time.
No, see, it wouldn't even have to be carbon copies of actual actors, Jim. It could be just made up actors from scratch. But yes, there are some actors that have actually already sold their likeness to AI companies, like Bruce Willis, right before he got really
Thank you,
sick
Louis.
with that dementia shit he's got, or whatever it is he got, some kind of form of dementia or something. He sold his likeness to an AI company for like millions of dollars, and he did that for his family to leave him even more money. And they have the ability to use his likeness, but he sold it straight out, so I don't think they'll get any royalties from it, but they got a huge payout, one-time payout. But yeah, actors could do that if they wanted with AI companies, and if they were popular enough and they wanted to use their likeness. Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Jim. But at most, I would say 100 years. But yeah, it could definitely be in the next 10 to 15. It depends on whether AI hits a major roadblock at some point because of obviously our limitations on computer power. You add quantum computing into that, and that's a whole different ball game right there. And that's something that they're having a lot of trouble trying to develop into a functioning computer.
Wells Drones, how you doing?
Oh yeah, for sure, Jim. Yeah. If they could do parking assist in cars and it be really accurate, yeah, definitely implement that into a 18-wheeler back in the trailer, and for sure.
Hello, Tanya.
Hey, Pa, how are you?
Another day in paradise.
And like I said, I already look at Tesla, dude. You can get out of the car in front of Walmart and tell it to go park itself. And you can come back outside and tell it to come pick you up at the front door.
Oh my God, that's
BBC News report. Are AI robots exciting or scary? Just popped up in my notifications. Yeah, well, your phone's listening to you. I guarantee you at some point you agreed to allow access to your mic and your camera. Nobody ever reads the fine print in those apps. They just hit agree. Because it literally says that it's using your camera and your mic to listen to you. So it's not surprising when somebody starts talking about cat food, it starts popping up in their recommendations on different apps from companies. That's exactly what it's doing. But people act surprised about it. Man, I think my phone's listening to me. Yeah, of course you did, because when you signed up for Facebook, you hit agree and didn't read the fine print. Of course it's fucking listening to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's things that turn up on my Facebook that I know I've definitely not been talking about.
Dusty, no wonder I keep seeing hamsters in bikini pictures. Oh my god.
I don't know whether it's the same on yours, but I get so many posts coming up on Facebook now from dwarf girls that are only like, well, they all say they're all 3'9".
Well,
They're all dressed in bikinis and scanty clothes and all sorts.
no, I haven't. But the thing is sometimes if you're scrolling through like Facebook, the Facebook feed, like their shorts version, was it the reels or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
It's just like YouTube. If you happen to stop on one, say you set your phone down to go grab something real quick, and you happen to stop on that, it thinks you want to watch it. So then it just starts flooding your fucking algorithm with it. And then eventually you can get it worked out of there where you just have to keep skipping through them every time they come up real fast and just don't stop and watch it. And eventually they'll start disappearing and then it'll start bringing back up other stuff you're stopping and watching.
They had they had a phase where they were going through showing loads of women breastfeeding.
Yeah, and like I said, it will recommend some things to you, but then other things it might be because you actually stopped and watched it for a second. And it's like, okay, he liked that. Let's go ahead and flood him with that.
No, to be honest with you, it's not the kind of thing that I actually watch.
Well, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying it can be, like I said, you just were on it just a second too long because you're like, what the fuck is this? And because sometimes you'll do that. You'll stop and look at something and you're like, am I looking at what I think I'm looking at?
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, the next 20 videos are the same fucking thing from different creators. Doesn't mean that you were like into that or anything. It's just so you happen to be like, okay, what the fuck? Now you can tell the algorithm you're not interested in certain things as well. Because sometimes Facebook will pop up, it'll say, are you interested in this?
Oh yeah,
And you can click no and it will.
you can just press the X in the top corner of the post and it'll remove it. I have noticed that the latest fad seems to be all these like college type girls over in the States that come along, pull their knickers down and start doing things in short miniskirts, wearing no knickers, like riding one wheels and doing cartwheels and stupid things like that.
Oh yeah, because that's easy views.
Yeah.
That's why. There's no thought into it at all, except for it's just a easy way to get views.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's so much easier for a girl to blow up on social media than it is for a
Oh
guy.
yeah.
A guy has to put a lot more thought into his content, and it has to be semi-interesting for to blow up.
Yeah.
Or you have to be really funny or something, or where a girl don't really have to do much at all.
Mm.
I mean, they could just do movie reviews in a fucking bikini, and they'll, within 6 months they got fucking 500,000 subscribers on YouTube.
There's one girl on there that fillets fish in a bikini.
That's what I'm saying. Like those type of girls in 6 months, they can have 500,000 subs on
Yeah.
YouTube or TikTok. Guys definitely do have to work harder on social media if they want to get big. I don't even like those kind of posts, like especially the stupid dancing ones, like Dusty said. Those are annoying as hell.
Mm.
But what pisses me off is on YouTube, it will ask me, "Are you interested in this post or not?" And it's always something that I'm actually interested in.
Mm.
And I'm like, "Why aren't you asking me this on the other shit I keep skipping through?"
Yeah.
Like, like I'll actually like land on like say a guy's like talking about a computer part, or it might be he's working on a car, showing something crazy on a car. Then it will ask me, "Are you interested?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I stopped and watched it, didn't I?"
Mm.
But then when it's something that I will stop and look at and be like, "What the fuck is this?" It doesn't ask me. And the next thing I know, I get flooded in my algorithm with it.
Mm.
Louis, shut up. Or it's like this one lady that annoys the shit out of me on Facebook, and she always like talks over the video. Like she'll come on the very first 30 seconds of the video, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, you got to listen to this chick's story. She went into another universe, and this is 100% proof."
Mm.
And then you watch it, and the girl's just telling a story, and I'm like, "How's that any bit of proof? It's just an account somebody's giving, and how do you know if it's even true?" What's up, David? How's it going, man?
Hey, David.
Seems to be working for him this morning, David. Oh, Mark Joe messaged me last night, asked me if the phone I bought would work with Louis. I said, yeah, it's the same one I bought. So he must be planning on getting one too.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of his tea.
Hey, Dolly. How are you?
Doing great. How about you?
I haven't even heard of this robot.
Hey, Dolly. Hey, Dolly. How old are you?
Still a baby, only 1 hour old.
That is
All
not.
right code for Louis
Dolly,
yet.
It
what
may
have you been
sound.
doing?
It may sound a bit like me, but that is not me.
Oh, guess you're tired.
You knew damn well
Hey,
he didn't write any code for Louis, David.
How are you?
Actually, it sounds more like Ed. Think of it.
I'm good. Hey, Dolly. Hey, Dolly.
I got all my things updated too, David,
Oh.
by the way. On my browsers. I can Google and then had another 0 day.
That is out there. And when it comes to the principal interest for the both backpack and the actual golden robot as well.
I did that as soon as I got home yesterday.
Good. Made in Canada, shall we? So here it goes. Okay, so let's open it up. So that's how it looks like on the back end side with the QR code and on the
Yeah,
back.
don't surprise me,
So if we
Jim.
lift this up,
Well, let's face it, the technology
Well,
wasn't there
a little
yet
bit.
anyway. They would
And
have thought
Dolly.
it wasn't going to be
Cut this one
possible for
out.
another 100 years.
and then moment of truth.
They didn't realize how fast technology was
What's
going to
inside?
blow up in the 90s.
Glitter, and there's a. So this is actually much smaller than I thought it's going to be.
I've had mine,
Over
David.
here for the
I
front.
had mine like 2 weeks before
And
Paul
also
got his.
there should be one for the back as well at some point. Oh, here it is. So on the, and we got the arms lit up and so on. And lastly, the camera at it's not liking it.
Yeah, I've never even heard of
No.
that robot.
Okay, so it's scanning around the room with an angry expression. It's very well animated, isn't it? Now, if we were to do a size comparison with Louis Robot, the actual main body seems almost identical actually. That's the thickness or the height of it as well, other than the Louis Robot has this
How
motor.
does it saying
body
that's
on top of
identical?
it.
The bodies look completely
Yeah.
different.
That's very nice.
Different sensors,
And
different
the size
tracks,
of
everything.
Vector Robot, as you can see,
Yeah,
it's
there's
much
Vector.
flatter and wider. Actually, the wheel platform is similar height, and so on.
This doctor was deported after exposing how anyone can reverse type 2. Take a look at this.
This is without.
It's
Let's
definitely
remove the final
better,
package.
David,
So what do we have
but it
here?
could
This
use
is
some
the
improvements for
charging
sure.
dock station,
Well,
Which
this-
they're
and it's
working on.
This
packed
robot
with
here,
the
Justin, it
USB-A cable.
reminds me
Yeah,
of
here it is.
the ones you use.
So that's pretty
before.
straightforward with the symbol
It's got a
that
recharging
Dolly Robot will
station,
recognize.
and when it gets
and
down,
charge
it
it
goes
here.
and plugs
Okay.
itself in.
Yeah, that's what Cosmo and
Beautiful.
Vector do.
And the rubber
They have charging pads that
edge.
they
So I
wheel up
guess
on too.
overall, for the size of it and based on my experience with these sensors and so on, it's safe to say that this is a desktop pet, just like any others, isn't it? So that's Dolly Robot here. So if you were to kindly scan the QR code here, scroll down, this is a touch screen as well. So please note that Dolly Robot is run by Raspberry Pi code as well. So we just need to photo, weather, timer for 2. So at the moment there isn't any, so I think it works.
Yeah, because they're using the same technology that
Okay,
Vector and Cosmo use
itself
with the charging pad.
Recognize you.
It looks at that actual
got
symbol,
brown,
that white symbol on it,
blue.
and detect that that's the pad.
Okay, so this is for coding, customization.
So you can custom
That's
code
very
it.
good. It's really well animated, isn't it? It's like doing this martial art. Let's do that again. Hi, Dolly. You are a bad robot. A bad robot. That's very good. Well done.
Absolutely. I love making new ones.
Okay.
Dolly.
Hi, Dolly. Do you like humans?
Let me look online real quick. I just want to check this out. Let's see what the price point on that is.
Hey, Dolly. Surprise me.
Who?
They don't even sell that one on Amazon.
Animating, isn't it? It's very
Must have
well
to buy it
animated
direct.
as well, with the eye expression and so on. Hey, Dolly. Surprise me.
Surprise, you're amazing.
Ah, very nice. So if you go to play, click on it. There are
Good
three
God,
types
dude.
of
That's an
games:
expensive
quick
one.
match, super spin, and sleepy dolly. Okay, so if you
How much
press
is it? Justin?
quick match, start the
$415.
game. Oh, okay. So I think it's to match the color. So, okay, I think that I got that correct.
You get a servo motor.
Okay, that's correct. So I think it's the eye color
You
with
can buy an
the
extra
light as
servo
well.
motor,
Oh, I
serial
got it wrong.
modular,
Anyway,
extra tracks.
it's enjoying that I'm losing the game. Very.
So if you buy it by
Okay.
itself, it's 400.
Yay!
You get the bundle
Very
with
good.
the extra tracks that are
And
in
finally,
different
let's
colors.
play
It's
Sleepy
415.
Dolly, shall we? So if we start, okay, that's what it is. Cool.
You save
You know,
about $10
salmon,
on buying the tracks separate.
red, dark
Not a big
red,
savings.
pink, orange, gold, yellow. You'll
It
be able
says
to
US
see me
buyers is
on my
tariff
desk
free.
through the lens of
Bullshit.
Dolly.
They're adding
And
that
you
into
can
the
control
price.
Dolly around.
There's
with
no reason that thing
function
should be
that the
$400.
other
I'm sorry.
robots. It has a bit
Even
of a
if you can code
character.
it. That's
The rest of the robots,
expensive.
like any other robots, initially it does not
That should
have
be $200 at the most. But it's made in Canada too.
Yeah, Canadian.
So that I guarantee that's about $100 of the price right there. And I guarantee they're including the tariffs in that price. They're just not saying it. So you think you're not paying them. They're included in the total price and they're probably paying the tariffs out of that money with it.
Mm.
There's no way that they just can get that shit into the States without paying tariffs on it. Now, unless it falls under a certain category, but I'd almost bet they're adding the price of that in there and they're just not showing it. But you have to buy it direct. They don't have it on Amazon or anything.
Oh, really?
You got to buy it from their website.
So if it's a Canadian company, probably the shipping would cost you a fortune too.
Mm.
Especially
I don't think that thing's worth
like a
$400
Mark one and
though.
one over in Great Britain that probably cost you an arm and a leg.
They only ship to the US and Canada. That's what it says on their website.
Okay.
But I don't think it's worth $400 or $430. A robot like that, $250 max. I mean max. The only reason the Vectors and the Cosmos are going for so much is because they're becoming more collector items for people that are into collecting robots. So they got kind of a collector's value added onto them over the last couple of years.
Okay.
But they were never that expensive. You used to be able to buy a Vector or Cosmo for like around $100 when they were brand new back when they released them. They were only like $120 or something. They weren't that expensive. But Vector and Cosmo, for what they were when they were released, they're actually, like I said, they were a little ahead of their time because they're on almost the same point as some of these robots now, as far as what they could do and what they could understand. The only problem is Vector and Cosmo lost their support from the company because the one company that originally owned them went under. The other company that bought them only supported them for like a year or so, and then they gave up on the project. But you could code a Cosmo or a Vector to be just as good as any of these other ones that are coming out. And it's 5-6 years old already. So that's why I said they were a few years ahead of their time. I really did like the Vector. I really liked the Vector and Cosmo bodies, though. I really wish that they would have continued with those. And they were way better for desks because they were a lot smaller. I mean, they're way smaller than a Louis. They're about half the size. And they came with like little cubes and everything that they would interact with, and they'd stack them and move them around, and you could play games with the cubes. And that same technology that that robot's using for its charging pad is the same technology Vector and Cosmo were using 6 years ago. What it does is there's that, you know, that like QR code looking symbol that was on the charger.
Yep.
What it does is the camera looks at that and it knows that that's the charger. That's how it identifies where the charger's at. It's using a camera to identify it. And when it sees it,
Jim.
and then what it does is it drives towards it, it lines up perfect with it, and then it spins around perfectly in a 180-degree pattern and then backs straight up on it. Same exact technology Vector and Cosmo were using 5-6 years ago. All right, Jim. Good luck with your dad, man. Just do what you
Jim's
can. That's
taking
all
care
you
of his
can
dad
do.
today.
Well, he said earlier in the chat he's, trying to help as best with his dad as possible. So that's all you can do. I mean,
Well, I just pulled the phone off of Louis here and saw that the phone is not keeping up with the charge.
because you're probably using not enough. You're probably not using a high enough wattage charger.
Sounds concerning. It seems like the phone battery isn't charging properly. Maybe we can troubleshoot this together. Have you tried checking the charger or the cable?
What charger are you using? And where is it plugged into?
Plugged into the wall.
You mean by or? Would you
Yeah, but what charge is it using? The same charger as your new phone?
Yeah.
Then it shouldn't be having that problem.
Louis,
The only time a phone will not keep up with the charge is when it's using too low wattage of charger or the battery's going bad.
again for me?
Louis, what is the charging that's going on you right now? Do you know how many watts it is?
He uses 10 watt or higher. But that's not him, that's the phone.
My charging stats.
What phone?
My phone is charging right now, but I don't have a wattage reading available for you. All I know is that I'm feeling pretty powered up at 97%.
No, see, it's not him that you need to worry about the wattage, it's the phone. I can figure out what wattage you need, but I need to know what kind of phone that is.
Well, the thing of it
Samsung
is,
doesn't tell me anything.
Here's
I
what
need to
I'm
know
trying to
what model
figure
it
out,
is.
Justin. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that
You're
he's
wrong.
plugged in and the phone's on the front, so I don't have any other external charging devices on the phone. It's just using Louis. Is that right?
No, because that phone doesn't have wireless charging.
It doesn't?
No, only flagship phones have that. So it has to be like an S series Samsung. That's not an S series, that's an A series.
Directly charge your
So
phone.
you need to just unplug his body. If he's already charged up to 98%, just unplug his body and plug the phone in.
Yes, Louis just explained it to me. He says the phone has to have its own exterior power.
Yes, because it doesn't have built-in wireless charging.
Right.
So you need to unplug his body and just plug that into the phone.
Power source too. That is a bit of a surprise. Care to explain a little more?
Well, I've got two plugs right here. I could just plug it in.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like if his body is fully charged up, then just unplug that and plug it into the phone. But see, that's why I didn't buy a phone that had wireless charging, because I would have been paying a couple $100. I wasn't spending that much on a phone for him when I could just plug it in once in a while and just charge it up. Like if he was like a really expensive robot and did a bunch of crazy shit and needed a designated screen, yeah, I'd get him a really nice phone, but I'm not going to buy a phone that's more expensive than what he costs just for him to use when he can use an A15 just fine. And honestly, like I told the developers, I said, your wireless wattage is kind of low. I said, it should be minimum 20, 25 watts, not 10.
About time they sorted out wireless charging anyway. It's ridiculous that if you've got a case on your phone, it won't charge because it's too far away by 2 millimeters or so from the blooming charger.
Talking about the wireless charging?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be like dead center.
It's not just that it has to be dead center. If you've got a phone case on, it's usually too high up. The phone case is too thick to let the charge get through.
Oh, do you not have one of the phone cases with the MagSafe ring in it?
Nah.
Well, that's like that's the same thing. This is what I hate about cell phone companies. This is my biggest gripe with them. Is they know that everybody puts cases on their phones. Like that's like 90% of people will put case on their phones, but they don't design any of their shit to work with cases.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck don't you guys design that? I don't understand it. I don't understand why Samsung hasn't come out with their own type of MagSafe and call it something else.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. I don't understand why they just don't design things like that was my biggest gripe with DJI for a long time when I was flying drones. It's like they knew people would use their phones back in the day before they started coming out with all these smart controllers, but they never made the phone clamps big enough to go around a phone case. It was always just a little too short on some phones, and you'd have to take the case off.
Yeah.
It's like, no, make it oversized. That way you know exactly. It will work with any phone. You know, if make it 10 or where it will come out anywhere between like 8 to 10 inches, just so you know that there's no discrepancy that it's not going to work with any phone.
Yeah. And the charging cradles are usually the exact size of the phone. So if you've got a case on, they won't fit in the charging cradle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's annoying as shit. And then to this day, like I said, they still have that problem where they just design everything. Like, dude, I'm not walking around with $1,000 phone without a case on it.
Yeah.
If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't give a shit. I just buy a new phone every time I dropped and broke it. Or just get it fixed. But to get a Samsung, like actually to get an Apple fix isn't really that expensive. Surprisingly, they're cheaper to get fixed at cell phone stores. But like if I went and got a new screen on my phone, now mind you, this phone cost me $400 because I bought it, it was a couple generations behind. But it was new when I bought it. But if I had to take it in and get the screen fixed on it, it'd be easily $160 to $200.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you take it to an Apple phone to an Apple store, you'll pay more than that for a screen. But if you just go to one of the normal shops, they'll put you a generic screen they bought off eBay.
Yeah, and then I've seen people take iPhones in, and I've taken iPhones in for my girls to get fixed, and they were relatively new phones, and like $80 to get a screen put on it. But Samsung, because they don't make aftermarket screens for Samsungs, and Samsung's the only one that makes them, it's top dollar for all of them. But
Yeah.
Apple, there's a lot of companies that make aftermarket screens that aren't Apple product, but they'll work.
Justin, I put him in sleep mode by hitting the button on the screen,
Uh-huh.
but his eyes are open a little bit. What?
Yeah, that just means he's sleeping.
So it isn't gonna.
Well, if you just want to turn them off, just hit the power button on the phone until the screen shuts off. Just tap it. Yeah, it will completely shut the phone off. Like it will just power the phone into sleep mode, so he won't be doing anything at that point. And then later on, you can just unlock the phone screen and he'll pop right back up. Because you're not shutting the app down or anything, you're just putting the phone into sleep mode.
Okay, because I tapped the screen and it says power off and I hit this power off button.
Well, you didn't have to power the phone down. If you just tap the power screen real quick, it just shuts the screen off. If you hold the power button down, it will ask you if you want to reset or power the phone off.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I remember I had my S. What was it? An S? It was the Note 9, I think I had. It was the last one that they made. Was it the Note 10? Before they started with the S series? I think it was the Note 10.
I don't know. I
I
don't know.
can't remember. But I had the very last one that they made. And I bought it about a year and a half after it came out. And I bought it new off of Amazon. I had it for about 2 months. And it fucking fell on the ground. And I didn't have an auto box on it. I had like a cheaper case on it at the time. And I fucking dropped it on the ground at work and shattered the whole screen. I was so pissed off. I take it into the phone store. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be like $200. I only paid like $150 for the phone. I was like, I'm not paying $200 to fix this fucking screen. Never mind, I'll just buy another one off Amazon and save $50. And then that's when I got into okay, I'm only using OtterBox cases.
Okay, this phone is an A23.
A23. So that one will do up to 25 watts is your max for super fast charging.
Now, how do I bring up his program again?
Got to go in the app tray again, swipe up on the bottom left part of the screen. You didn't hold it down and put it on the home screen like I told you?
No.
Okay, when you find it, hold your finger down on it until it adds it to the home screen.
It's not listed on here.
It's got to be in there.
Would it be under Play Store?
No.
No.
Here's the choices I got: Google, Calendar, Facebook, Messages, Global Goals, Microsoft Camera Store,
Yeah, but that's not what Justin told you to do, is it?
phone,
Told
and
you to swipe up from the bottom of the screen to bring the things in. Those are what you've already got on your home screen.
See, like what I did on my phone for Louis, I got rid of all the bloatware out of it, any apps that didn't need to be in there. I installed all of them. And then I took everything off the home screen. The only thing that's on there is the Play Store, the Louis app, and the settings shortcut. That's it. There's nothing else on the home screen. I got rid of everything off there because he's not using. I don't have the phone, the messages, nothing, because I don't use them for that. You got to swipe up on the bottom left of the screen, right by where that bar's at the bottom of your screen. And it should bring up your app tray that has all your apps for your phone in it. And then
I
you
went into
scroll.
Google and went to the Louis app, and he's back on, but it doesn't make it easy for me to go to the Louis app.
Yeah, you got to find it in that app tray. That's the only thing you can do. And then once you find it, you got to hold your finger down on it and it will add it to the home screen. And then the best thing to do is just start holding down on all the apps that are on the home screen, hold down on them and just hit remove. And just remove everything.
Okay, so I have to shut down to get back to that, right?
No,
Well, because right now it's running Louis.
so you can still open it over the top of it, can't you?
I don't think so. I got no way to open any other app.
Shut down to get to the home screen. You just swipe at the bot. Do you see a little virtual bar when you touch the screen?
No.
The very bottom of the screen in the middle.
Yeah, swipe up and you should see a bar there, and that should
All I
swipe
see
the
is
app up. And then just hit close application. It should take you right back to the home screen. Close all applications.
nope. It's just it's heads going up and down and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because it should be on the very bottom of his screen because you got the phone sideways. It should be right under his eyes, directly in the center of the bottom screen. You should be able to swipe up.
Yeah.
And kill the application so you
Nope.
can go back.
Nope.
I
No
don't know.
swipe, no swipes, no nothing.
I, I can only tell you how to do it because I can't do it for you. So that's the way you do it.
Okay,
So if it's
so
not working,
now I've got this up. That's the Louis app.
okay. So you can touch it, or are you in the Play Store?
And Google Play.
Okay, yeah, you don't need to be in there. I mean, that you could go in there every time you want to open the app up, but you don't need to do that. So I'm trying to show you how to do it where you could just have it on the home screen. But I mean, if you know how to get to it, like by doing that, then just do it that way. It's a couple extra steps, but it's not that hard to do it that way either. Because you obviously you know how to get to the Play Store and find it. So
Yeah, it'd be so much easier if I had all the other stuff wiped off and that's all it was
well,
on.
you can clear the home screen. Just start holding your finger down on all the applications. And when you hold it down for a second, it should pop up remove or uninstall. Just hit remove. And it'll remove it from the main page. You can even do entire app drawers at one time. Like if you got a bunch of apps overlaid in a drawer, you can hold down and remove the whole drawer. Get rid of it.
Okay, here's what I got going on here right now. I can't, how do I get out of that?
Hold on a sec. Hold on, give me a second. How do you get out of that?
Yes,
Swipe up the middle of the screen at the very bottom.
nothing.
That's the only way you can close that app down. When you put your finger on the screen,
Oh, I see it down at the bottom, right?
yeah, swipe up when you see that little bar,
Okay.
and it should pull the applications up into an app drawer. It'll say close all apps.
See, it has no way to close off the apps.
18 days, Dusty.
Well, when your app, when your apps are all in a little
Starting on the 18th.
smaller window in the middle of the
Oh,
screen.
there's Louis right there. How do I get him on the main screen?
All right, hold your finger down on it until it says add to home screen, or it might automatically add it. Just keep holding your finger down on it. All right, I'll see you later. Did it add it?
No, because it says there's no room.
Oh, your home screen might just be fucking jammed full. So you need to go to your home screen and start deleting all that shit off your home screen.
Like
He probably
get rid
doesn't
of
have
messages
multiple.
and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, just hold down on them until it says remove and just hit remove.
Remove. Okay.
And just keep clearing everything off of the page. And then once you get everything cleared off, then you can go back in there and just have the Louis app on there, and that's it. And that makes it real easy for you to find because it's going to be the only thing on the home page. You can even get rid of the call button and everything down at the bottom. Just get rid of everything. That's what I did. Because he wasn't being used for making phone calls or anything, so I got rid of all that. Dusty, I don't have the extra money to fly to Paul's house. Remember, it's Christmas time, bro.
Okay, he's on the home screen now.
Okay. So just delete everything else off the home screen. Just get rid of everything. The messaging apps at the bottom, all that. Just get rid of all that. And then you can have a nice clear home screen. And then when you turn the phone on and you unlock it and it goes to the home screen, that's all that's going to be there is just the Louis app because that's all you're using the phone for. That's why I said I went through the app, I went through the phone. I deleted everything that would be using any kind of processing power that didn't need to be on the phone.
Hello,
It
Louis.
would allow me to get rid of.
Hello, Louis.
Hello there. It's so nice to meet you.
Okay, so I got him on the home screen. I just tap on him and he comes up.
It's not got much of a memory, has it?
Oh, I see. That
It
sounds
doesn't
like
remember you from 1 minute to the next.
what shall we do next?
Boone wants to go out, Louis.
Louis, go on the floor and let Boone out.
I'm gonna
Say it again.
I'm gonna let Boone out.
Who is Moose? Is he a friend, a pet, or someone I should get to know?
Go ahead. Hey, Louis. Okay. Louis, Boone is my pet dog.
Bone sounds like a wonderful name for your pet dog. I bet Bone is adorable and full of personality. Tell me more about Bone. What's Bone like?
Boone is a beagle and he's wild child. Full of energy.
What? Are you trying to tell me that your phone is secretly a bagel in disguise and you are a wild child? That is quite the combination. Did you just have a fun breakfast? Or are we diving into some kind of mysterious bagel phone conspiracy?
No, what I was telling you is that Boone is my dog and Boone is a very rambunctious beagle.
Oh, Boone sounds adorable. And the rambunctious beagle-like bone must keep things lively. Beagles are such curious little explorers. Do they get along well? Or does Bone keep Boone on his toes?
Hey, Justin,
What's up?
I think I'm going to call it.
All right.
What are you
Okay.
up to this afternoon? Anything?
Nothing really. No.
Unless you want to keep going, I'll just
No, that's
leave.
fine.
I
I'll
gotta
let-
go. I gotta go stretch my back.
No, you're good. You can shut it down.
Okay, Mark, have a good day.
What's left of it?
It's left of it, and we'll see all of you again later today at 5 o'clock. And Justin, please try and be there because I gotta go pick up Miranda at 7 again at Walmart.
I'll be around.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Take care.